compete in the call. They were pleasure to work with the King. Why was this? Was this a difficult fight to make?
It wasn't difficult. It took a long time to get them to talk to us. We spent months just trying to get them to talk to us. Once we started talking, it took about a week and a half. And then we waited weeks for them to sign it. So, there's always a little bit of back and forth. That's just the nature of this business. But I would say things are going much more smoothly than they have in the past. We're not getting used to each other.
Why is this a fight that should be made? For the fans, for boxing, what is it about Ward versus Kovalev 2, the rematch?
Well, for openers, when Sergey agreed to put his 3 belts on the line, Andre Ward agreed to give him a rematch if he won. So this is a fight that needed to happen because it was bargained for and promised. But I'm very pleased that we ended up getting it done because you can't win your belts back in a courtroom. So the fight needed to happen because a lot of questions were left unanswered. It was very, I think, a very unsatisfying moment. And you have something like 80% of the people who saw the fight unhappy about the outcome. That's a pretty good sign that maybe we've got more to do. So we got to start round 13 in June.
Good. What then can we expect to see in this fight, in the rematch?
Now, I think that two are going to have an infinite number of adjustments that they can make. I think if they fought 5 times, we wouldn't see the same fight twice. So I think what we should expect is that we don't know what to expect. And that's part of what makes it so interesting. This time, though, there's personal animosity that wasn't there the last time. They were almost too respectful last time. It took some of the fun out of it, if that makes sense. This one's a lot more fun because Sergey is, they made him mad.
Sergey said, I'm going to kick his ass. Which I think was, him putting it mild.
Yes.
The Lord knows what he says in Russian. Is this the biggest fight of Sergey's career?
Sure, and it's also the 3rd rematch. You saw what he did in the first 2. Very, very emphatic wins in the first 2 rematches that he's fought. When he's motivated by anger, it seems to up his game in a way it doesn't for most fighters. Most guys should worry that he's angry as well. Sergey, you want him to be able to stop, so I'm kind of happy to hear that he stopped.
James Prince said semantics of the press conference. We got you figured out, Sergey. We cracked the code. The last fight showed us what you're all about. Do we need to worry about that from Sergey's standpoint?
I'm glad they think that. That's great news.
Is the training camp, Sergey's training camp, going to be any different? Big Bear, Oxnard?
Big Bear, Oxnard. The really difference is going to be Sergey really overdid it last time. Thinking that if I run for 2 hours and that's good, then I'll run for 4 hours. That'll be better. It doesn't always work that way. I think if there's a lesson, the biggest lesson you learned out of the last fight was just go back to what works for you. Don't change things.
Were you at all surprised? I know I was when Sergey got up there and apologized to the fans for losing the last fight. I asked him about this. What was that about? What do you think?
I wasn't surprised at all. Sergey may be the biggest perfectionist I've ever met. Sergey can blow a guy out in 2 rounds and come back and apologize that he didn't do it well enough. I've seen him do it. I've had to tell him after the fight, stop! You won! You blew the guy out in 2 rounds. What did you do? Well, I could have done it in the first round. He will never be satisfied. And that is partly the secret to his greatness. He reminds me of Evander Holyfield more than anyone I've ever known. He has that same desire to be perfect that he will just not let go of. And I thought it was kind of funny that the other side kept talking about excuses, and they're the only ones I heard making excuses. Sergey clearly didn't do that at all, nor would he. It's not his style. We are not making a big issue of what happened last time because everybody we meet does. My mailman walked in the other day and said, I'm so sorry about the robbery. And I went, oh my God, did somebody get robbed? He goes, no, your fighter got robbed. I said, oh, yeah, that was 6 months ago. And he's like, yeah, and I'm still mad about it. So, we're not making any excuses. We just want to be there, be there on June 17th. Get in the ring and fight Sergey and let him win his belts back, because that's what we're going to do.
Controversy. The first fight was shrouded in controversy. Should have been, could have been, would have been. Controversy is so good. Controversy is good for boxing, good for sport, good for this fight. What can boxing fans expect? Boxing fans will.
Boxing fans should expect that Sergey Kovalev is going to do everything he possibly can to take it out of the judges' hands.
On June 17th.
On June 17th.
Give me that one more time. That was great.
Boxing fans can certainly expect that on June 17th, Sergey Kovalev will do absolutely everything he can to take us out of the judges' hands.
Anything else you want to tell us about this great fight? I'm excited.
It's on HBO Pay-Per-View. Get together with your friends, have a few beers, have some fun, and have a great night.
Duva, thank you so much. Great meeting you.